So, if you've been on my channel in the past, you know that my videos have never had the best lighting. I videotaped in my car for a lot of my videos before, and I think that I like that the best because it was so, like, sunny, and it always made really good light for my videos. However, in the new house, I don't have any, like, ceiling lights. Or if I do have ceiling lights, they're like not good for doing videos, and I don't have any like lights yet for my computer or for anything going on over here. Stop that. So I'm kind of at my own will here to make my own lighting right now. Great job. Are you happy you did that? I have a cat now, and she gets into everything. Before I get into the video, I'm just going to give a little introductory if you haven't been here before. This is my library / gaming room. This is like the least finished room in the house right now, but the rest of the house is being torn apart. We're getting new walls. So I can't show you any other part of the house where normally I would do my videos in my living room. Right now I'm doing it in the space where I was eventually going to set up my station, but that has changed. So right now this is what it looks like before, so you guys will get to see what it looks like after when I start making like real videos in here. So, if you're wondering why I look like an alien, I normally don't look like this. I dyed my hair blue because I like it, and I love it. I love the blue. And then I bought this blue lipstick, and I thought, why not experiment with that a little bit? But it's a little too much. I don't like it very much. But I like the rest. So, usually, I'm really bad at making videos like every week or whatever. Like normal like YouTubers like will make their videos like every week, and you'll be like, oh, you know, so and so, let's start a video every Wednesday. Not me. I have to be motivated or have a topic to talk about before I feel like making a video. So I always have to have like something happen in order to motivate me to do something. And a lot of times, like, something will happen, but I'll be like, I don't feel like getting dressed to make a video, which is why you've seen me like half-assed in the past couple videos I made where I just haven't cared to do my makeup or anything. I just was like, alright, you know what, fuck it, we're just gonna film because I need content. So, so today, what brought me to making a video was I watched an old stand-up. I watch a lot of stand-up, but I like Chris D'Elia. And I listen to a lot of his stand-up. He's really funny. He's like dry, which is kind of something I enjoy, and I feel connected to him because he can run on forever with a story, and people just find it funny, and it's not even like meant to be a joke. He just like naturally like just tells stories in a good way. And I'm one of those people who will just talk for fucking ever and never shut the fuck up, and I think I'm so funny. Anyways, so I was watching it, and it was an older one, and I'm sure his opinions have changed now, but it was like back in 2015, and he was like talking about how women don't like to have as much sex as men, and that's okay. And there were a lot of women in the crowd that were like, oh yeah, I like to have sex, and he was like, no, you say that, but you don't. Would you have sex with this guy right here? And I think that he was very like, I think that he had a point, but I also think that he was missing his own point. I think that men and women both enjoy sex because that's our primal nature. I've said before on my channel, I don't think that men and women really have a masculine and feminine. I think that that's society based. I think that men are born with a penis, women are born with a vagina, and that anything else that comes with it has been solely based on how society perceived that because you were born with a penis you had to act this way and dress this way, and because you were born with a vagina you had to dress this way and act this way. I think that that's really how that happened. I can't begin to explain. think that the only thing that I can agree on is that people are competitively driven. So you know, you had a man who was like, I'm gonna be the manliest man. You had a woman who was like, I'm gonna be the prettiest thing in the world. I don't know. And then it just became a competition, and then all women thought that they had to do that, and all men that they thought that they had to do that, and there was no in between, or no okay to do those things. So I think that by nature we're all born the same, and by nature we are all capable of enjoying and wanting sex. That's our primal nature, because we evolved from a species family next to the monkeys. I can't even think right now with my brain, but we evolved from Neanderthals, who evolved from a family that was closely related to monkeys. Monkeys, by nature, love to fuck. It doesn't matter if they're men, women, female, child, I don't care. Love to fuck. So humans also love to fuck. I don't think that it's a male-female thing, but I will say this. I think that men, because of the way that they were raised and the way that they were brought up to believe that sex was something that they were rewarded for, are a lot more messy with it than women, because women are raised to believe that if they had sex with too many people, or they had sex in different ways, or they enjoyed sex, that they were a slut. And that's really sad that society has labeled it that way. And so I think and he's obviously a comedian, but what was missing from it was the psychological standpoint of how we are raised to perceive sex by the genitalia that we received at birth. So men, their whole lives are told, oh man, you fucked 3 girls, congratulations, that's so awesome, and high five, high five. But a woman comes out and she's like, yeah, I fucked 3 dudes last week. Awesome. Everyone's like, you're a slut. Congratulations on being a slut, because you're a slut. And I think that that's why men think that women don't enjoy sex as much, because women are afraid to enjoy sex as much, because they'll be labeled in a different way. And we're going in this world now where things are more progressive, and that's wonderful. But no matter how progressive people are, they're always going to be those people who slut shame other people, and who always bring women down from being able to have the same rights and equality that men have, to go out and say, yeah, I like to fuck, or fuck one guy out of nowhere, and then that's okay. I think we're really far from that being the case yet. He also said that women get attached more. And I really don't think that that's the case either. I think that's also from a psychological standpoint, that women become attached because they think that they have to be attached, whereas men don't think that they have to be attached. And this comes from me, from my personal experience. I slept with a guy that I didn't really know. I met him on a Facebook status. I think I've talked about this before on my channel, I don't remember. I met him on a Facebook status that was posted, and it said, hey, sit on my face and call me worthless. And I commented on it, and he commented on it, and I added him as a friend because I thought he was cute, and he was a drummer in a band. And so he hit me up the next night and was like, hey, do I know you? And we started talking. I don't like the word easy, because I don't think that someone should be considered easy if they're just sleeping around. Everybody deserves to get their chance to sleep around. I really believe that. And that's what I was doing. I was having fun. I was sleeping around. I was enjoying my fucking self. So this guy messaged me, and yeah, I very simply went to his house out of no idea of who he was, because I didn't need to know who he was. I knew I wanted to sit on his face. So I texted a friend of mine, and I told her where I was going, where his name was, and what his address was, so that if anything happened, I would be safe. And I think women need to take that into account, so do men. If you're having sex with strangers, that is okay, absolutely fine, but you should always text someone and let them know where you're going, who you're with. That way, you know, you don't end up body snatched or in cement somewhere. So just keep that in mind. Anyways, back to the story. So I didn't know him. I went to his house. He did not have to impress me. He wanted to try. I would have slept with him regardless, because I didn't care, and I just wanted to sleep with him because I thought he was attractive. we slept together. As I was getting my clothes on to leave, I 100% fully did not expect or intend to go see this person again. I didn't want to see this person again because I didn't know them. I didn't care to know them. That was the whole point. And this person looked at me and he said, am I ever gonna see you again? Because I don't do this thing a lot. I don't just sleep around. And this is like this is where my conscience came into play, because I knew what I wanted from that situation, but out of respect for the other person, because I should have asked, I guess, if they were okay with just a one-night fling before I made it a one-night fling, because I do believe in having that respect for people, that you don't just up and leave if they do get attached. I mean, I felt personally really bad for him. I felt like maybe he's really lonely and he needed like comfort. And then at that moment I thought, oh fuck, I'm one of these people that they talk about on TV. And I looked at him and I said, oh, no, yeah, we'll see each other again. I was lying. And I did end up seeing him 2 more times after that. I slept with him, and I did try to be friendly with him. I didn't really want anything, but I was trying to be, just trying to let it down gently, because he did seem very attached to me. And he turned out to be a psychopath. So, you know, that shows a lot. But men get just as attached to sex as women do. They have emotions, they have feelings. But I think that, once again, the reason that women get more attached than men do more of the time is because women feel like they have to be attached to them. Because if they're having sex with multiple people, then that's wrong. So I feel like they think that because they had sex with somebody, the guilt overrides their natural desire to not see that person again. They feel like they need to put an effort to this relationship that they don't even give a shit about, because they just wanted to sleep with the person, and they tend to make it more than what it is because they feel like they are obliged to. Is that the right word? I don't know. So that's my take on that. So I wanted to touch base on that a little bit. Women, I think, 100% do enjoy sex just as much as men do. And just took some of that lipstick off. Some cheap ass shit. What was I saying? I lose myself so much, and I think that's why I have no subscribers, because nobody can sit here and watch my long ass videos for 3 years, because I don't know how to shut the fuck up, and I forget where I'm at half the time. Don't smoke weed, stay in school. Damn. I totally forgot where I was going with that. I know what I was talking about. I was talking about men and women enjoying sex just as much as men do. I had another example. Oh, okay, I remember now. Jesus. I wish I knew how to edit videos. I forgot again. Holy fuck. I bet so many people just clicked off because I cannot keep my track. Oh, so the reason that women, again, I don't think enjoy sex as much as men do is because I don't think men know how to go about it, and I think that's, again, has to do with the way that men were raised and the way that women were raised. Women were raised to be more secretive about sex, I guess, and not as forward, whereas men were taught to be forward and taught that women were like the prizes that they receive for being awesome, which is not the case. And I've always been one of those I hate that word. I've always been one of those people that were attracted to what people had, and maybe that's because I'm bisexual. Again, I don't know. From a straight standpoint, I'll never pretend like I do know that from a straight standpoint, because I don't. But I've never been attracted to men who say, like, in his stand-up, he was talking about how women like nice cars, some men drive nice cars, women like nice jobs, some men drive or have nice jobs. I've never been attracted to that kind of stuff. I've always been attracted to the person and what they were like and their attitude and their personality and how they approach situations and how they handle situations. And So maybe that's just me being different from other people. I don't know. But one thing that turns me off when it comes to sleeping with men, and I have not had the problem with women, and I think that that's where I get that proof from, is that men don't know how to approach sex. I think that they think that we want them to approach it a certain way, and them having little to no experience aside from what they're told on how to approach it, kind of affects how they do approach it, and it always goes wrong. Women don't want a guy to come up to them and say, hey baby, you want to fuck. Like, so there's that level of forward, but then there's the women also don't want the feet around the bush, yada yada yada, I'm gonna be your friend. Women hate that shit, because then when you get friend zoned, we're the fucking problem. And it's like, what? And then he was talking about that in stand up too, like how a guy that he knows, a friend of his, was in the friend zone for a fucking year. And he was like, well, I don't want to ruin the friendship that we have. But that's the biggest problem, is that you're either too forward or you're not forward enough. And that's the problem. So when you meet a girl and you like them, you have to get out that you're sexually attracted to them in the first night. Don't wait 3 days, don't wait 5 days, don't text back and forth. Let her know, like, hey, I like you, I'd like to see you again. Like, that would be perfect. Don't try to fuck on the first date unless you're at the bar and she's looking for a hookup. And how do you know that a girl is looking for a hookup at the bar, do you ask? It's very simple. A, she's at the bar alone. She's looking to fuck. B, she is dressed to the nines and hunting. If a girl is in hunting mode, it is very easy to tell, because there are very, like, telltale signs of hunting mode, okay? Girls who are in a group of girls in hunting mode have a 50% chance of going home with you. Girls who go to the bar with maybe 2 or 3 girls have like a 75% chance of looking to hook up with somebody that night. I'm not saying every girl that goes to the bar dressed up and with one friend is looking to get hit on or hook up with somebody, but I'm saying 9 times out of 10 when a girl is alone and she's at the bar and you see her looking around, she is on the prowl to look for somebody, and she will let you know if she's interested in you. And it's very easy to tell if you listen to how they physically speak to you. If you go to a girl and she's talking to you and she's laughing, and you're talking and she's laughing a lot, she touches your arm, she reaches to grab or invade your personal space if you're close, you know, look for that kind of contact. And if that's something that's there, she probably wants to sleep with you. So, like, keep that shit in mind. Like, don't always think that, dude, I don't know. I don't know, the way men think sometimes is so, there's the way that they were raised must have been, like, Neanderthalish, because they just don't know how to approach anything gently, ever. And women always approach things gently as fuck. They go up, they're like, hey, can I buy you a drink? It's nice to meet you. Look, I think you're really beautiful. I'd like to see you again. And then they call. They don't text. They call. And I think that that's a very important thing that men miss out, is that in the age of technology, we have lost so much connection, like real connection. Everybody is connected in the Twitterverse and on Facebook. You have 500 friends, you don't even know half of them anymore, or you don't talk to half of them anymore. They were acquaintances you worked with or you went to school with or whatever, and you think they're your friends, but they're not your friends. You see their status updates and shit, and you're connected. But the actual, like, connection between people anymore doesn't exist. And I think that that's another reason why women don't have sex with men as much as men would like anymore, is because men, I don't think, remember how to make that connection in real life anymore. I don't think anybody does in reality. But I have had people that I've gone out with who have called instead of just texting me or you know, whatever. And 9 times out of 10, those are the people that I'll see again, compared to the people that I won't see again. But I have never gone out with the intention to hook up with somebody and then not done it. So 100% women like sex just as much as men do. Another thing that makes women not want to have sex with men is that men are gross. So you come up, you want to grab titties, and it's very in your face. And we can tell, we know that you're looking at our boobs. We know, you're gross. You're just gross. You don't know how to approach a situation. And I think that that's another reason why women just don't want to have sex with men as much. I had a relationship where he was constantly spitting, and he would spit on everything. He would spit, he chain smoked, and I thought it was the most disgusting thing ever, because I don't know how you can sleep with somebody after watching them spit or chain smoke forever. I couldn't get the thought out of my head or brain. And I was like, oh my god, you're disgusting. And men don't have to. I don't know why every guy I've ever met thinks that they have to spit. Is that cool? I don't know. It's fucking gross. I don't want to step in it. I don't want to think about it. I don't want to think about, kids running around their bare feet looking, and your spit's there on the ground. They fucking touch that shit. It's gross. It's gross. It's gross. It's gross. Not only that, clean your shit up. I'm married to a person right now who is very clean, but also sometimes very nasty. And the things that he's nasty for, I'm constantly you know what, he fucking does the dishes, he makes dinner, he picks up after you, you're disgusting, he's a keeper. But I have dated some, this conversation has really gotten away from me. But yeah, so this is why I don't do videos and I don't have a whole lot to talk about, because it just becomes a whole ranting, rambling bullshit. But yeah, so give me some ideas, guys. If you want to see me make videos on certain topics or ask questions and have me answer them, I would be happy to. As your neighborhood bisexual, I would love to give any input on anything you want to know, because questions are how we learn, and learning is important because it stops ignorance. If you have arguments to anything that I say, that is fine too. I love arguments because I love counter arguments. I want to be the best lawyer ever one day, I don't know. And I also want to be a psychologist. I haven't decided yet. But I love arguments. Please, if you have an argument or you disagree with something I say, let me know. Don't be disrespectful about it though. Don't be you're a fucking idiot, da da da. Just be look, I feel this because of this. And I will come back with my counter argument, and maybe we'll change each other's minds. Maybe we won't. Maybe we'll leave with the same idea that we had going into the conversation. But I love those conversations. So please hit me up. If you have literally anything you'd like me to talk about, because I am just running bare on ideas. I might telling you how to take care of goldfish. I might become one of those fucking vloggers. Is that what you want? You want me to vlog about goldfish and how to take care of them? Because I'll do it. Okay, I'll do it. Nico! If you stay here for 5 more seconds, I'll show you my cat. So let me get her to come in here. Nico! Ah! 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 Sometimes we have full-blown conversations with each other. Just give me 1 second. I'm just gonna go grab her. I'm sorry, you guys, that I don't know how to edit videos and that you have to wait time to see me do things, but this is my cat. Her name is Nico, right? Like Nico Robin. And she's so soft. And she's cuddly and she likes to cuddle. She also likes to destroy everything in the morning because she's mad that I don't get up early enough to feed her. She gets fed before 12, you know, so that's, I feel like that's early enough. And yeah, so yeah, I might make another video right after this video, just so I have some content to put out without having to do videos for 5 days, okay? Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, even though it was nothing but me rambling for 25 fucking minutes. But hey, you know, that's what makes the fucking cookie crumble. You feel me? Okay, bye.